Hey my loves, this is Sami Wunder checking in live from Costa Rica where the Wunder Luxury Retreat is happening right now. And we had a really interesting discussion this morning about some of the mindsets and beliefs that strong and successful women have about men that actually keep men and love away from them. I'm gonna go inside because there's a lot of glare. So I'm coming inside my room to share what we did on the retreat session this morning, which was a lot of fun. Hey everyone, thank you for joining. And what we found was when we started talking about men and understanding men in the world of love and romance this morning, one of the first responses I got from an amazing woman was that my biggest belief and fear is that they're all about sex. My biggest belief and fear is that men are all about sex. And so every time a man gets closer to me or is nice to me, my nasty voice arises and says he just wants sex from me. Or maybe you have some other fears. Maybe you believe that, men hate your success, or men don't like the fact that you have brains. So I only work with very, very high achieving women because I am a high achieving woman myself. And I really understand the psychology of this woman. I think like her. And I have overcome all those ways of thinking that were actually blocking my own success in love. And that is why I am so intuitive and so gifted at being able to help exactly this kind of woman, the woman who's got it all in her work life and is still not able to figure out her love life. So this is exactly the kind of women that I have collected on this beautiful Wunder retreat here in Costa Rica. And you guys are really lucky right now because the internet is stable, which it is not here. It's pretty unstable internet. But really, one of the biggest things that keeps this lot of amazing women away from attracting soulmate love is really their mindset and the beliefs they carry around men. And all the beliefs like men are just about sex, men hate my success, men hate the fact that I make a lot of money, or men will always cheat, men are not willing to do a long-term commitment. All those kind of beliefs, which are really limiting beliefs and negative beliefs, they are the biggest and the first and the foremost piece of the puzzle that you need to address. Because if you hate men in any way or form, if you are resentful with men, if you are angry with men, if you categorize men, if you label men, and by that I mean all kinds of negative labels, they're only about sex, they don't like an intelligent woman, then essentially what you're doing is you are pushing men away. Your beliefs and your mindset is pushing exactly that thing away, that which you want to attract in your life. So the energy with men and money is pretty similar, right? When you go to any successful money mindset coach and they'll tell you if you want to have more abundance in your life and if you want to make more money and if you want to impact more people, you gotta love money. You gotta love money. You can't have an energy of scarcity and a negative energetic relationship with money. Yeah? It's the same with men. You can't have a negative energetic relationship with men. You can't hate them while you want to attract them, because that which we hate, or that with which we are angry, or that with which we are dissatisfied, or that which we are critical of, is energetically telling the universe, I don't want more of this because I don't like it. Do you get this? Say yes if you are following this. Say yes to me in the comments if you're following this. Is Mr. Bob Grant on the live stream? What an honor. Hello, hello. He's going to be joining us this afternoon as well for the retreat. We are so excited and we are crossing our fingers that the internet works as well as it is working right now. The point I am trying to make here is that anything that you criticize, that you judge, that you hold resentment against, or that you have loaded negative beliefs about is something that you are pushing away energetically. We live in an energetic universe, right? And our energy and our mindset and our thoughts and our beliefs are one of the most important things to address when it comes to soulmate attraction, especially with the kind of clientele I work with. Why? Because these are all high achieving, successful women. They are in their early 30s, late 40s, and they have been through sometimes a lot of bad experiences with men. You know, they have gathered experience that men cheat sometimes. They have gathered experience that sometimes a man will come on really strong, sleep with you, and then ghost on you. Yeah? Or they have the experience that, yes, you know, some men are not reliable, and they have the experience that some men are insecure about a woman making a lot of money. So when they come to me and they want to attract an amazing relationship, you know, their experiences are really loaded and their beliefs around men are really heavy and negative. And they have their reasons, right? They've been through those experiences and their mind has, you know, has collected enough evidence that that is the truth. So this is really one of the first steps in my work when a woman comes to me, is to explore her energetic relationship with men in general. Does she like men? Does she think they're amazing creatures? Does she think they're capable of really giving to us and loving us and supporting us in ways we cannot give love and support them? Does she see them as magical? Does she see them as reliable? Because if she doesn't, then that's her belief set. And that's what she's going to attract. You know, that's really the catch-22 that happens. You know, you go about distrusting in the world and you just attract more experiences of distrust. You go about believing that men just want you for sex, and then you actually attract men who really just want you for sex. Or you go about believing that because you are a CEO and you're a kick-ass woman and men will not like your success and not like your money, then that's exactly the kind of man you attract, because that's your belief system operating, and what is going on inside is exactly the world that is being created on the outside, because our beliefs are the lenses through which we look at the world, right? So if we are wearing a red lens, the belief is men just want me for sex, so the experiences we're going to observe are going to be colored red. That's how beliefs work, and they're really, really, really powerful, right? So this morning we were speaking about, you know, understanding men. And how, if you're in this soulmate attraction journey and you're a single woman and you know you're amazing and it hasn't worked out so far, one of the first things you need to do is look at your energetic relationship with men. Okay? Now, energy is an intangible thing. It's not something you can figure out all by yourself. You might even need support to figure it out. But really, your energy around men is what you think about men. What do you believe to be true about men? Because that is what you are manifesting in your life. So one of the first things that I did with my clients today, so for example, I'll just give you one example of how you can turn around a belief, is that if you believe that men just want women for sex, that's a good thing. Not that they just want a woman for sex, but that a man desires a woman is part of romance. You don't want to be in a relationship or in a marriage where there is no physical intimacy. You don't want to be in a relationship or a marriage where your man does not thoroughly desire you, right? So we don't want to hold against men that which is instinctive about them, right? That is instinctive, that is nature, that is biological impulses, and you don't want to hold it against a man, right? However, what you want to do is that you want to be able to channel that energy that he has, and you yourself don't fall into the trap of quick physical intimacy, even though you feel it, and you work on building emotional attraction first with a man, right? So you take him in another realm. You understand he's different from you. You don't hold it against him. You don't hold it against him because you yourself don't want to be in a sexless marriage or a sexless, committed relationship. A man desiring finding you physically attractive is a good thing. It is the most major component of attraction that he feels at the start, right? But now that you understand this about men, yeah, you understand they're different from us. They're not like us. They're not just a woman in a hairy body, right? Their soul is different, their brain is different, the way they think is different, the way they connect is different. And when you understand these differences, you stop holding it against them. You stop holding his sexual instinct or drive for you against him, and you start to understand how you can bring your feminine element and balance that hot sexual desire. So you lead with emotion, you lead with connection versus physical, right? And you channel and you channel and you channel his energy. You make him get to know you. You make him get to see you beyond that body of yours. You make him see your soul, so that when he does finally sleep with you, you know, it's not just, oh, she's hot. It's also, and she's a nice girl, and I like her, and I like the content, I like the soul, I like the way she feels, I like the way she loves, right? I want to make her happy, right? So our job as women is not to hold it against men when they act like men and be like men. Our job is to respect the differences between men and women and channelize that energy into building something long term. So if we start giving into quick physical intimacy ourselves, then we're just promoting a pattern that actually doesn't serve us in creating a long-term commitment. However, if we are wise enough to understand that, yeah, he may come first to me because he finds me physically attractive, but that's not going to make him stay. What's going to make him stay is his emotional connection with me. And as a woman, I have the capacity to build that. I mean, with all my programs, that's what I teach, right? Like how you have the power as a woman to really make a man feel something beyond physical attraction, something that lasts longer and has much deeper content, so that when you're sick and not looking your best, he still loves you and is crazily in love with you. So we women have that power. It was not something that was taught to our mothers. It was not something that was taught to although I would say our grannies were really wise, right? Like the grannies rules still apply, and that's exactly my work, right? Because we're living in a very confused society today, and you know, both men and women don't know anymore what is wrong and what is right in dating. But really, our moms didn't have this help, and so they just, you know, they did everything for men. They did not use their feminine wiles. They did not use their power to build emotional connection. They were a lot in their masculine energy themselves, and so they were stuffing down their feelings. But you know, we, the women of today, we have so much access to this work, and we should use it. We should use it. So if you are in a situation where you want to attract soulmate love, I'd like to invite you to look at your energetic relationship with men. The intangible energy you have men. Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you appreciate them? Or do you hold grudges against them? Do you think they're out to get you? Do you think they're out to use you? Right? Just turning around that relationship, this mindset piece. Men are amazing. Men love us. You see, there will always be exceptions, right? There are good men, there are good women, there are bad men, there are bad women, right? But we don't want to focus on the exceptions. We don't want to focus on the bad nuts, because we don't want to attract the bad nuts, right? We want to focus on the good. We want to walk in love. We want to walk in trust, because that's what we want to attract. So that's what we want to focus on. So really check your energetic relationship with men. And I would like to invite those of you who have resonated, all these smart-ass, kick-ass women who are looking to attract their soulmate but really find their mindset in a negative space, and therefore they're pushing men away versus attracting them and bringing them into their life. You're more than welcome to send me a Facebook message. I am starting with my Rapid Transformation Mastermind on Feb 20th. I just have 5 places, 3 are gone, and it's going to be a 2-month, 8 weeks rapid transformation experience. It's actually supposed to replace private coaching, so it's supposed to give you a lot of my private attention. That's why I've kept the group really small, not more than 5 women, so that it's really intimate. And that way, in the Rapid Transformation Mastermind, we will be giving you direct attention from me, where I will be looking at your blocks and all those fears that are holding you back from attracting the grandest love of your life. And actually, mindset is where it all starts, because unless we love that which we want to attract, we are not in the capacity to pull it towards ourselves. We are energetically pushing away men without even realizing it. So the first piece is to love men. The first piece is to like that which you want to attract. So if I can help you, if this is calling you, if 2019 is the year you want to face your fears and really look at yourself in a deep and reflective way, then you are invited to send me a message. Let me know, and also let me know if this resonated, because I truly believe that this is exactly how I thought when I was single and I was struggling in dating, that the problem is with the men, the problem is with the men, the problem is with the men. And I did not understand that. Why do you want a man if there is a problem with the men? Why? Right? So it wasn't clear to me that I was energetically just disliking men and pushing them away, but I actually wanted to attract love. So if we want to attract men, we've got to love them first, and we've got to work on our mindset, and we've got to release all those negative beliefs that we carry about men, so that we can attract that which we want, which is lovely, amazing men. Okay, my loves, the internet worked so perfectly. I can't believe it. Thank you for joining. If this resonated, please like this video, share this video, turn around your energetic relationship with men. They are amazing creatures. They can love us in ways we can't love them. And till you start looking at men in this respectful, compassionate, amazing, loving way, you're not going to be able to attract them, because the energy there is very similar to money. You can't attract that which you hate. You can't attract, because you're telling the universe, I dislike this, I hate this, please take it away from me, right? Please don't bring it close to me. So the first piece with soulmate attraction